This is The Scoop for Friday.
I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines. Florida residents who weathered back-to-back hurricanes now have something else to keep an eye on, a possible plume of harmful algae in the waters off of the state's southwest coast. Maya Burke is the assistant director of the Tampa Bay Estuary Program. She says the blooms are likely a mix of many types of algae, including red tide.
They're influencing the wind, the currents, all of those sorts of things. And they're also influencing rainfall. And with rainfall, we have stormwater runoff.
Burke says the runoff can feed microorganisms if algae is already in the water. Researchers add that hurricanes can even steer the plumes ashore. Red tides occur when algae grow out of control and produce harmful toxins that can kill fish and sicken people and pets. Satellite imagery shows an algal bloom extending along the coastline near Tampa. Hurricane Milton battered many schools around the Tampa Bay region. WMNF's Leah Burdick shares how Lift Academy in Clearwater is dealing with the aftermath.
The Learning Independence for Tomorrow School offers neurodivergent students with educational opportunities, but Milton caused roof and serious water damages to its campus. Lift is working on replacing drywall and flooring for parts of the building, but only 70% of the campus is usable. Matt Spence is the executive director.
We also lost our gym. The major damage was when the gym roof peeled back, and so getting several hours of rain and a couple of inches of standing water on a hardwood floor is not conducive to it staying flat, and unfortunately it was a total loss.
Spence says the gym won't be fixed for at least several months. Spence estimates the facility damages are over $2 million, and that's something even with insurance Spence says the school doesn't have sitting around. Leah Burdick, WMNF News.
Gulf Coast residents are digging out from mountains of sand after Hurricanes Helene and Milton clobbered them with back-to-back hits in less than 2 weeks. Storm surge as high as 10 feet swept sand into communities, but the fine white sand helps make Florida's beaches among the best in the world. But the powerful storms have turned the precious commodity into a costly nuisance. It's creating literal barriers to recovery as residents dig their way out and figure out what to do with all that sand. Contractor Larry West told the Associated Press he expects many property owners will have to pay out of pocket for sand cleanup. State data released yesterday shows Hurricane Helene's estimated insured losses are at $1.3 billion. Meanwhile, Milton's losses have nearly doubled that at $2.3 billion. More than 300,000 claims have been made so far for both storms. Tampa's Solid Waste Department announced residential recycling collection will be suspended today and resume on Monday. The city says it's due to the unprecedented amount of storm debris from Helene and Milton. There are alternative disposal options. Visit tampa.gov/solid waste for locations. A federal judge has ordered the Agency for Healthcare Administration to stop threatening TV stations with prosecution if they run ads in favor of Amendment 4. The referendum on next month's ballot would enshrine abortion rights into the state's constitution. The Tampa Bay Times reports the judge's strongly worded ruling yesterday granted a request for a temporary restraining order and says, quote, "To keep it simple for the state of Florida, it's the First Amendment, stupid." A hearing for the preliminary injunction is scheduled later this month. The National Hurricane Center is currently monitoring 2 disturbances. AL 94 is a poorly defined system expected to pass Puerto Rico today. It has a low chance of formation throughout the next week. AL 95 is in the Northwest Caribbean Sea and has a 50% chance of formation in the next 48 hours. It's expected to move inland over the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico on Saturday. But the National Weather Service says we will see no rain this weekend. Sunny today with a high near 82 and mostly clear tonight with lows near 66. I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.